first of all, I would hope that in 10 years we won't be asking if drones belong in healthcare, but we'll be asking how we ever kind of managed without it, right? That would be the aim. And I think in the emergency sector is one of the first that drones really can have a huge impact in. And I think there are, let's say, three bigger themes in emergency. There's one, the emergency and the, let's say, critical care logistics, right? For example, blood and organ transport or emergency medication as well. Also,
Mhm.
medical equipment, of course.
Yeah, like
Um,
defibrillators and oxygen, etc. Right?
Exactly, because all that, if you
Mhm.
can transport it, be more efficient, you don't have, for example, to buy it and store it in well in a tighter grid, right? So it's also it will be a reduction in health costs as well. Similar, for example, also for the routine healthcare logistics, which I'm more in the, for example, for a huge, the biggest laboratory, actually, private laboratory in Switzerland that I'm also working for, um, having a lab sample transportation, not only emergency, but just as a practical use, because in the laboratory medicine, all the equipment is quite expensive, also in the hospitals. And if you can kind of widen the net a bit and have an efficient logistics between it, um, it's also will hopefully reduce also healthcare costs, which now in Switzerland are again very under the well, hawk eye of the public, to reduce the healthcare costs. So disaster response, I think, also here in Switzerland, which will be very important with the mountains, which are for hikers or skiers. Sometimes if they have an accident, it's very hard to get to them, or an avalanche. So it can be of, or also depending on the weather, maybe a helicopter cannot reach them in time, or it's too dangerous to fly. So you can send in a drone, or you can drop a kit or something where, like, for example, people around standing around could already do some first emergency work on the patients. And of course, well, disaster relief, and also disease control would also be another other business case,
Yeah,
let's say, or use case. Yeah.
yeah. And I think another very interesting use case that I was also looking at was, search and rescue.